Figurably speaking. No, it's not gonna work. Oh, hi. I'm James Linus, formerly of the band Shards of Winsor. I'm at the studio right now, trying to finish up my first solo album. You've probably heard Diamond Grenades. It's a first remix single off of an album, my album actually. I don't know what I'm going to title the album. I was thinking about extinction, but you know, why be pessimistic? I think if anything, this is a rebirth for me. When did I start? Well, you don't gotta hold up signs with words on them. You can ask me questions. So you're writing again. Alright, well, I guess he's not gonna talk behind the camera, he's just gonna hold up little questions on cards. When did I start wanting to write music? It happened probably about 10 years ago with my friend Bob. He was a bass guitar. I'm thinking to myself, Bob can't play bass. He went to a store, picked it up because he wanted to start a rock band. I was originally, in poetry. It's not very good, but I would read it for you, but it's not very good. When I started writing, Bob was like, let's write a love ballad. I said no, I don't want to do that. I'd rather write, a down to earth, gritty, kick in the face. Somebody get her, baby. Baby's crying in the background. That's my firstborn. James Linus the second. He's got to be a true star. Really is. Anyway, I wanted to write a gritty, in your face metal. So we started a 80s metal band called Shards of Winsor. Winsor being the fourth rock in the universe. So, and Shards, with being each band member. So, Bob, he was like, yo, I got a friend, his name's, I forget what his name was because he was in and out of a band so much. I think his name was Steve. Steve played drums. He could play drums. When he got kicked out or he quit, one of the 20 times he did, when he wasn't in the band, we used a backing track for live. And we had somebody behind the drum set, acting like they were playing. Oh, I'm playing drums, but really it was through a PA system. A lot of people didn't know it, but that's what it was. It was originally Steve's track behind it. We had three albums with Shards of Winsor. My favourite one was the very first one because that was the most authentic. We were straight out of high school. We didn't want to go to college. We wanted to pursue our dream. The first album was just called Shards of Winsor. Second album was called The First Shard of Winsor. The third album was going to be called Through the Meadows, but due to some kind of conflict, our two guitar players, Chris and Melvin, they didn't like Through the Meadows, so we ended up going with The White Cabinet, which to this day I really don't know what the hell that means, but it sounded rough. We're in the talking process of putting together a greatest hits album. It's only got 7 tracks, but it was our greatest songs. Okay, I'm talking. You can't hold up cards in the middle. How old was I? I just said I was right out of high school when I did that one. We got some new productionists on this solo album. I'm doing most of the production. My good friend Joe Henderson of Come Up Into Media Companies, co-producing it with me. We're using iMac desktop, computer, with many different software. I don't want to give away my secrets. But with Diamond Grenades, we're going to re-record. It's gonna be less poppy because there's a lot of stuff like that. So we've got to take all the beats out of it, and we've got to redo it with actual drums guitar, bass, maybe piano. What I would like to do is bring in some people from Joe, my producer's brother's band, Asteria. I want to get some of them on the track as well. But you know, it's a talking process, like I said. I'm hoping to go on tour with a little band called Multiple Sclerosis. That was actually, they were best friends with Shards of Winsor. We toured little clubs all over, you know, wherever we were from. So things like that, you know. I don't know where I want to go. I want to get together with Just Jack, maybe write a few singles. I mean, I could show you what I've got so far. As for the second single, it's called She's a Wonder. All I've got so far is, nope, that's the wrong key. There it is. Alright. She's a wonder to me. She's a wonder to me. I mean, that's all I've got. But I think it's gonna be good when it's done. What are you doing? Holding up another card. Your marker's dying out. You might have to change, or you can just talk like normal people. You're not gonna talk. Alright. Oh, alright. We had originally me, Bob, Steve, Melville, and Chris. So it's 5. Yes, 5 members of Shards of Winsor. Would I like to do a reunion tour? Absolutely not, because I feel like they were holding me down as a musician and an individual. I'm not supposed to tell anybody this, but it's a little secret. But I think Joe, my co-producer, is going to be laying down some kind of vocal track. You know, I want to do some mixes of R&B, hip hop, you know, rap, something like that. Some power ballad, intertwined, human nature, stuff like that. So I don't know. I just remember this one time when, right before we broke up, you know, me and Bob got into a fight because he was like, you know, I'm a bass guitar, I want to do some more vocals. And I said, Bob, you know, take it easy. What are you doing? You're throwing around things in the hotel room. You know, we're not Kiss. What are you doing? And he goes, you know, this is bullshit, you know, I hate you and summit. So I was like, Bob, settle down, you know. And that's when I realised he had a problem. He was bipolar. So, you know, he sought help, and then that's when the band broke up. So, Chris and Melvin, I call him Melville as a joke. I probably said that a few times. No one will get it but Melvin. But it's off a Rugrats episode. Chucky had a little roly-poly. He found in the backyard. He called it Melville, so I call Melvin Melville a lot. It's pretty good. Well, this is part 1 of a studio interview. Part 2 will be released shortly. I don't know when, whenever Joe wants to put it up. YouTube.com/comeuppance or whatever, comeuppance.com. You've got a text message? Joe? Well, I guess he doesn't have a text message, he just... alright, so check it out on comeuppance.com or youtube.com/comeuppance for part 2. Hello, welcome back to part 2.
All these memories in my mind, I'm still a secret lemonade drinker.